Hello, YouTube. Jenny here. We are ready for our Thursday, the 22nd, second of two beginner play along jams for the month of May. And I will get the June dates up soon. I've got them planned on my end. I just need to make a post about them. If you have never joined me before, or if you're watching this replay later, welcome. And if you're coming back, welcome back. For these play along jams, I will put chords up on the screen and I will give a little bit of beginner friendly instruction because I want this to be as friendly as possible to beginners. However, you never have to play a song the way that I suggest playing it, and you can always simplify it down to just single strums on the chords you know. If you're a brand new beginner and you have barely been playing for a couple of days, then this still may be tricky for you, and I acknowledge that. But you're also welcome to ask questions as we go along, and I welcome everybody, both those of you on YouTube as well as the folks over here with me on Zoom who are my Patreon patrons. I welcome you to make requests. So I can certainly pick the songs, but I love it when you all do, so I will periodically show you the table of contents in the songbook in case you don't have it on your end. But if you already know what you want to play, or you do have it on your end and you want to look through, you can make requests at any time. So put them in the chat over on YouTube. People on Zoom can unmute or put it in the chat, and we'll just play through as many as we have time for. If you want to join us on Zoom, but you'd rather not join Patreon, you can on the Tuesday jams, and there's one more of those coming up this month. So feel free to come to those. They're mixed levels, so not all the songs will be as beginner friendly, but those Tuesday jams are open to everybody on Zoom. You do not need to be a Patreon patron to do that. And if you're watching on YouTube, feel free to say hi in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. I know sometimes my patrons pop into YouTube instead of Zoom as well, so hi to everybody out there watching on YouTube. Let me go ahead and put up the songbook, and hi to John who just joined us over here on Zoom. Nice to see you. We're working from version 7 of the songbook. And it has some relatively new songs. I updated it in March. And I'm just going to kind of look for something simple to start us off on a... let's do Spirit in the Sky for our warm-up. It's got just 4 chords. Most of the songs in this songbook have 5 chords or fewer. And they're all pretty beginner-friendly on the ukulele in this key. So... if you don't know one of these chords, though, or if you find D hard or E7 hard, you can always skip it and play the next chord that comes up that you know. We take all the songs in these beginner-friendly jams a little bit under tempo, so a little bit slower than people might like to play them, like in a big in-person jam group when everybody's trucking along. And if you're watching later and you want to speed them up or slow them down further, you can do that on YouTube using the gear icon on the video screen. But I will take it just a little bit under tempo. For this one, I like a down, up, or a down, up, chuck up to kind of keep the beat. Here come a couple more people to our waiting room. Let me let them in. And if you are practicing your chucking, this is a nice one to do that on, which is, for those of you who don't know, kind of a percussive down strum that you can do to get a little bit of a beat in there. And hello to folks just joining us in Zoom. All right, we're going to warm up on Spirit in the Sky. And I will do the chuck to keep time, but you don't need to. The other thing that happens in this song that's a little bit unusual is these single down strums on the D, C. When that pattern comes up, you'll do an A, 2, 3, then a D, C. So those come a little bit faster than they will in the rest of the song when we're going to get a chance to keep on doing a down, up, chuck up there, or a down, up, down, up. All right, let's give it a try. We'll do that for the intro 4 times, and then it's going to come up a couple more times in the song later. 1, 2, 1, 2. A, 2, 3, D, C. D, C. Number 3. Last one. When I die and they lay me to rest, gonna go to the place that's best. When they lay me down to die, it's a must. Gotta have a friend in Jesus. So you know that when you die, it's gonna recommend you to the Spirit in the sky. Gonna recommend you to the Spirit in the sky. That's where you're gonna go when you die. When you die and they lay you to rest, you're gonna go to the place that's the best. Here's the interlude. 2, 3. Last verse. Never been a sinner, I've never sinned. I got a friend in Jesus. So you know that when I die, it's gonna send me up with the Spirit in the sky. Gonna send me up with the Spirit in the sky. That's where I'm gonna go when I die. When I die and they lay me to rest, I'm gonna go to the place that's the best. Go to the place that's the best. That line again. Go to the place that's the best. Outro. 2, 3. Repeat. One more. We'll end on the A here. You could also do DCA. All right. That felt like a good warm up to me. Let's go up to the table of contents and start taking some requests.
Do you remember the two that we had left over? I don't remember them.
Oh, in the teaching jam?
Yeah.
Let's see. I can look them up real quick. When we met for that teaching jam, there were 2 songs we didn't get to. We could certainly play those.
Was one of them Paperback Writer? I don't remember.
I think we got to Paperback. Well, no, maybe we didn't.
It was a
We
Beatles.
definitely played
Beatles.
Paperback Writer in one of our recent jams, but I can't remember if it was a teaching jam or not. Let's see here. I've got it. I can pull it up here. It was... I'm looking at the comments. Only a Paper Moon and Penny Lane.
That's what it was.
Yeah. But neither of those are in the beginner songbook. I'm looking to make sure I'm correct in that. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll have to play them next time we get the mixed level songbook. Or the next teaching jam. All right, great. We got a suggestion over here in the chat for Son of a Preacher Man. Let's go down and look at it. Great one. Five chords in this one. Pretty straightforward. You can play the Hawaiian D7 if you prefer it to the barred D7, or of course you can also stack your fingers on the barred. And if for anybody who doesn't know the Hawaiian D7, it's played, and let me make myself a little bigger. It's played 2-0-2-0 instead of 2-2-2-3. Same chord, different sound because there's no high note on the Hawaiian version, but it's often easier for beginners when they're starting out to play that Hawaiian. Not a requirement though. Feel free to do the stacking or the barring for the regular D7 if that is easy for you. Let's try either an island strum on this one. Be nice if you want to do a longer strumming pattern, or of course the down, down, up, down, down, up will also work. I'll do the island strum here, but feel free to play around with that and do a variation or a simpler strum. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Billy Ray was a preacher's son, and when his daddy would visit, he'd come along. When they gathered round and started talking, that's when Billy would take me walking. Out through the backyard we go walking. Then he'd look into my eyes. Lord knows to my surprise, the only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher. requests here, and let me check out. Those of you over on YouTube are welcome to make requests as well, even if you're just watching and not playing along. We've got a request over here on Zoom for Hand in My Pocket and also Somewhere Over the Rainbow. So let's look at those. I love both those ideas. And Hand in My Pocket, it's been a while since we've played this one, so I'm especially happy to return to this one. So this Alanis Morissette song has an optional G suspended shape here. And you can just play the regular G. You do not need to play that suspended chord, especially if playing G is hard enough for you. But if you want to try the suspended, what you can do, regardless of what it looks like on the page, is you can make your G shape and then put your pinky on the A string on that 3rd fret next to your regular G shape. So you could just add a pinky right where you would put your finger for a C chord, 3rd fret of the A string. And that's your G suspended 4 chord. And that is especially nice in songs where you're going back and forth between a suspended shape and a non-suspended G. That will be helpful just to add the pinky and take it off when you don't want it. But again, you don't need to do that. You can just play the regular G. It'll work just fine. Anything else I want to tell you about this one? This one works nicely on a classic island strum too. I mean, you could play other strums with this, like a rock strum, but I'm going to stick to island for now. And again, if you don't know island strum, or if you don't like island strum, down, down, up would be one that you could do instead. And then of course, single strums, or just hitting the beats. You could do that too. Just hit maybe 1 and 3 if you need a little bit slower strum. That gives you a little more time to change chords. There's some optional kind of chucking here down here. You can ignore that. It's like just coming in on these after these single strums. The other one is given a high 5, and then the other option is to do the strum and then a chuck. But I may not even play that because it's not as beginner friendly as doing it without the chuck. So try it if you want, but don't stress out too much about that. Let's try it about this tempo, and we'll do 4 rounds of the G, 4 beats each, whatever pattern you're doing for the intro. 1, 2, 3, 4, G. 2. You can throw in the sus, 3, 4. I'm broke but I'm happy, I'm poor but I'm kind, I'm short but I'm healthy, yeah. I'm high but I'm grounded, I'm sane but I'm overwhelmed. I'm lost, but I'm hopeful, baby. What it all comes down to is that everything's gonna be fine, fine, fine. 'Cause I've got one hand in my pocket and the other one is giving a high five. I feel drunk, but I'm sober. I'm young and I'm underpaid. I'm tired, but I'm working, yeah. I care, but I'm restless. I'm here, but I'm really gone. I'm wrong, and I'm sorry, baby. What it all comes down to is that everything is gonna be quite alright. 'Cause I've got one hand in my pocket, and the other one is flicking a cigarette. Optional. What it all comes down to is that I haven't got it all figured out just yet. 'Cause I've got I'm free, but I'm focused. I'm green, but I'm wise. I'm hard, but I'm friendly, baby. I'm sad, but I'm laughing. I'm brave, but I'm chicken shit. I'm sick, but I'm pretty, baby. And what it all boils down to is that no one's really got it figured out just yet. I've got one hand in my pocket and the other one is playing the piano. And what it all comes down to, my friends, is that everything is just fine, fine, fine. I've got one hand in my pocket and the other one is hailing a taxi cab. All right. That was fun to revisit. I'm going to check my tuning real quick, and then we'll go to Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And if anybody has other requests here, while I'm checking my tuning, I'll go back up to the table of contents in case there are more requests. I feel like something's flat. That's sharp. ukulele has really touchy tuners. That's better. All right. I've got some more stuff going on in the chat. Turn that off. Terrific. Dreams or China? We could probably look at them both. But let's look at Somewhere Over the Rainbow first. As I always say as a disclaimer when we play this, this is the beginner version of Somewhere Over the Rainbow that some people love this key. It's great for some voices. It's not great for my voice. It's either too high or too low for me a lot of the time. But it is chords that are more beginner friendly than the version in G, which is kind of like your beginner 2 version of this song. You will find it in G in a lot of club songbooks as well. And the chords aren't too much harder, but there is a B minor in it, which is why a lot of times they don't give the G key to the beginners. Oh, good. More requests. Nice. Love it, Kathy. Thank you. So we can do an island strum with this one, or again, the down, down, up works nicely. This is a little more Brother Is than it is Judy Garland, but you know, you can play around with the chords and play a more Judy Garland-esque version if you like. I'm going to do it as kind of an easy tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a place that I heard of once in a lullaby. Let's look at Dreams. It's a good 2-chord song to go to now in case anybody thought that one had a little too many chords for them. We'll go right to a 2-chord song. All we've got in this one is F and G back and forth. Oops, I went past it. Sorry. Oh, it's misalphabetized, isn't it? Oh, do we not have Dreams in this one? Sorry. John, you may be looking at a different songbook. Oh, no, it is in here.
No, it's out of order.
It's out of order. It is. See, I knew there was some alphabetization problems in this book. There it is. Okay, so what is it? Let me make a note for myself. Dreams.
I have it at page 37.
Oh, yeah, I found it here. It's after X's and O's, which is not how the alphabet works, Jenny. Let me just make myself a note that it's in the wrong spot because I did not have that noted before. And that's easy to fix. Some of these typos take a while for me to get to fixing them, but that's easy to change the order next month. So I'll make myself a big note. There we go. Okay, good. I knew it was in here because it doesn't make sense for our 2-chord song not to be in the beginner songbook. This one's really nice for working on memorization too. If you know this song well, to sing it before you even know it well to play it, then you can just remember it's 1 4-beat pattern on the F, 1 4-beat pattern on the G, all the way through. You just go back and forth between the two. And again, island strum works nicely, but you could do rock strum, you could do down, down, up, you could do single strums, you could try finger picking. I will keep with the island strum, but maybe I'll throw a chucking strum in when I get to the chorus because it's fun to try adding that chuck. But, you know, pick your favorite 4-beat pattern and do it all the way through. And look, that final chorus down here says ×2, just so you know that we'll do that twice, just as written there. Great, great song arrangement by Cynthia Lynn. 1, 2, 3, 4, F, G. We'll do this pattern 4 times for the intro. That was 2. 1 more. There you go, verse 1. Now here you go again. You say you want your freedom. Well, who am I to keep you down? It's only right that you should play the way you feel it, but listen carefully to the sound of your loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you mad in the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost and what you had and what you lost. Here's the chorus. Thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. Women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you'll know. You'll know. Here comes verse 2. Now here I go again. I see the crystal visions. I keep my visions to myself. It's only me who wants to wrap around your dreams. And have you any dreams you like to sell? Dreams of loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you mad in the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost and what you had and what you lost. Chorus ×2. Thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. Say women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you'll know. Thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. Women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you'll know. Drop down to the bottom line. You'll know. You will know. Ooh, you'll know. satisfying. All right, I'm going to come back to China and go look at Souvenirs next. John Prine's song. Here it is. So there's more complicated things you can do with finger picking here, but since it's a 3-chord song, I still think it's a nice one for beginners to work on, and we can do a less complicated thing. We don't have to do picking at all. Again, island strum could work, but I'm going to go ahead and do the down, down, up, just to give a difference, and especially for people who are like, how does that fit in? We can do the down, down, up here. I would do it on the intro. I'm just thinking, do I want to do it once? I want to do it twice per chord. That way, if you're playing the island strum, you can do 1 island strum per chord here up in the intro, and I'll do my down, down, up twice, and that'll be the same length of time. You will get more time when you get down here. It's not just going to be just 2 on All the Snow. All the snow has turned to water. So you'll actually get, looks like 4 there for that first one. And then I think most of the rest of the way through, I've marked it out. Well, the reason I didn't mark it out for the first one is because I like to do just a single strum there and then sing underneath. But we can go ahead and strum through it. That's not a problem. And then everywhere else, it'll be 1 island strum or other 4-beat strum, which would be 2 of the down, down, ups. Hopefully that's not too confusing. And there's a more complicated barred ending here that we don't need to do either. We can just end with this final C here, and you don't need to worry about going up with the barred shape or up and back. All right, so we'll do it 1 and a 2, and here's the intro. great suggestion, Kathy. Let's
You go.
look. Oh, go
Can I
ahead.
ask a question?
Yeah.
At the beginning of both of those verses, it starts with a C and then a slash.
Yeah, sorry, I mentioned that real briefly, but I just breezed past it. When I play this one, not at the beginner level, I like to just do a single strum there and sing underneath just as that rings out.
Okay.
So that's a slash is a single strum. So, all the snow has turned to water, and then I would start finger picking on water, but that's more of an advanced version.
Didn't see it. I didn't hear you say it. Okay, thank you.
Oh yeah, no worries. Yeah, I said it real quick, so I don't blame you. Let's see. I think, yeah, let's go back to China. And then Blue Moon is right by there too. So we can look at Blue Moon while we're up in that part of the alphabet. China is this Tori Amos song. Oh, look, I landed right on it. That rarely happens. So this is a nice one because it's got a little bit more chord movement and it's an interesting song, but there's still not a lot of chords. And the nice thing about G and G7 is they're roughly, in some songs, interchangeable. They're not always interchangeable. But if you are having trouble with one of those two shapes, a lot of times people have more trouble with G than the G7, you can see how it sounds to you to swap one out for the other. It won't always sound right, it won't always work, but you can, play around with that in a song like this and see when does it sound okay for me to do either one, and when do I need to stick to the one that's written. Also, sometimes you can get away with a C and a C major 7 substituting in for each other. So you can kind of play around with that too. I have a more advanced version of this in which I do more C major 7 movement, but for these purposes, I'm going to stick to what's written on the page. I'm not going to change chords all the time, which I would do in a more advanced version, and I'm just going to change where it shows the change. I'm also not going to worry about the F asterisk where I'm adding that C note on the A string, that third fret of the A string, to the F chord, but if you want to play around with that, you can. It's another just kind of option for flavor for coloring this song, or what I might talk about in one of my level up Patreon tutorials. It's just another add-on option. There is one special chord on here that I had trouble finding a chord chart for that I could use, which is why it looks so different. First fret on the G string, A minor major 7. You rarely hear this except in a walk down or a walk up with other chords. It's also in Blue Skies, so you won't hear it alone played a lot, but we do have the great wall around you. There's a little interesting chord movement there, so you can try moving that A minor finger down one fret on wall and see how that sounds to you. That's the most unusual chord in this. It only happens at one time in this song. But let's give it a try. If you don't know this song, it's a real pretty Tori Amos song from the 90s, and we can do kind of a steady rock strum on this one, which means either a 1, 2, 3, 4 and, or you can make that easier to play for yourself if you need to by just doing the 1 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and. So you can just hit steady on the 1 and the 3, or even a single strum. But I'll try to hit all 4 so you can kind of hear me keeping the beat, and then if you don't want to hit them all, that's fine. Let's try it out this tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4 and. We'll do another C. China, all the way to New York, I can feel the distance getting close. You're right next to me, but I need an airplane. I can feel the distance as you last line of this. Da, 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 da. And then a G7 to transition. Page turn. 3, 4. China. All the way to New York. Maybe you got lost in Mexico. You're right next to me. I think that you can hear me. Funny how the distance learns to grow. Sometimes I think you want me to touch you. How can I when you build the great wall around you? Yeah, da, 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 da. I can feel the distance. I can feel the distance. I can feel the distance getting close. All right. Hadn't done that one in a while, so thanks for that request. Let's see, we're only at 11:12 past, so I think we have time to do Blue Moon and maybe also Don't Pass Me By and Fields of Gold. Let's see what we have time for. Blue Moon is just up above here. There it is. A couple more chords in this one, but they're all in that beginner 1 and beginner 2 family. So again, if you need to skip a chord or if you need to try the G or G7 swap, feel free to do that. It's got a pretty classic chord progression. The C, A minor, F, G comes up in a lot of songs, so that's a good one to practice. And for this one, the chords move a little more quickly, so I've actually written it out so you can do 1 down, down, a pattern for each of those chords. We don't have to play the song quickly, but you're not going to get a whole 4 beats on those chords. So it's going to go like this. With the C, A minor, F, and G, and then again. Let's try the intro like that speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, C, A minor, F, and G. Single strum if you need to. C, A minor, F, G, 7. Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I really could care for. C7, and then there suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms would ever hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Gold. Just put regular G there. Blue moon. Now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. I didn't warn you that G plus, just play G. And then there suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms would ever hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Oh, blue moon. That's a classic for a reason. Really nice one. Let's look. Let's try Fields of Gold and then Don't Pass Me By. I think a good order to do them in. Fields of Gold is a great one for practicing some beginner finger picking if you are a beginner, and of course you can get fancier with it if you are not a beginner anymore. I really, you can ignore all my, folderol up there at the top and just go straight from your G to your A twice, if that's helpful for you. It is written here, but it's written with numbering the fingers, not the strings. So it's backwards if you like to have the strings numbered for your finger picking patterns. I apologize for that. But if you just do G, C, E, A, G, C, E, A, you can do the whole song that way, or you can mix it up and do some strumming with island strum or down, down, up, and then, do picking other times. You can strum the whole thing. You can also strum it pick it slower. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, you could just do that half as fast, 1, 2, 3, 4. So in the time that I might do 2, you can just do every other one. The one exception is that I have bolded in here when you get half as much time. So if you're doing the 8 count, you'll get 4 for those. If you're doing the 4 count, you'll just get 2. And you can even just single strum those or pluck all the strings or, make it work for you, but you will only get half as much time as on the other chords. The E minor 7 you can try replacing with the E minor you can try replacing with an E minor 7 if you like, which is 0, 2, 0, 2. Remember me when the west wind moves. It'll be a little bit different sound than the E minor, but it's pretty close, and in this song I feel like they work well enough that you can substitute one for the other if you want to. All right, I'm going to do the picking version, but feel free to strum through it. You don't have to do any picking at all. And remember, I'm going to do the double time, but you can do the 1, 2, 3, 4 rather than twice. 1, 2, 3. You'll remember me when the west wind blows upon the fields of barley. You'll forget the sun in his jealous sky as we walk in fields of gold. I'll do the one slower. So she took her love for to gaze a while upon the fields of barley. In his arms she fell as her hair came down among the fields of gold. Will you stay with me? Will you be my love among the fields of barley? We'll forget the sun in his jealous sky as we lie in fields of gold. See the west wind move like a lover's soul upon the fields of barley. Feel her body rise when you kiss her mouth among the fields of gold. I never made promises lightly, and there have been some that I have broken, but I swear in the days still left we'll walk in fields of gold. Many years have passed since those summer days among the fields of barley. See the children run as the sun goes down among the fields of gold. You remember me when the west wind moves upon the fields of barley. You can tell the sun in his jealous sky that we walked in fields of gold. that we walked in fields of gold, that we walked in fields of gold, that we walked in fields of gold. Very nice one. All right, and I think the last request in the chat is Don't Pass Me By. I haven't gotten anything on the YouTube end, so I see a few people still watching over there. Hi folks, thanks for being here. Even if you don't have requests, I still appreciate it. And then let's look at Don't Pass Me By. 3-chord song. This is a nice one to go from finger picking to if you were having any trouble with the finger picking. For this one, there is a little intro that we don't need to worry about, but there's 2 ways that you can play this one if you want to play it like me. Of course, you can just do island strum again like we've done in a lot of these songs, but I like to do either a down, 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 down. You can do 1, 2, 3, 4 for each of those chords, or you can pluck that first down on your G string and go pluck, down, pluck, down, pluck, down, pluck, down. That can be fun to practice, but if it's too complicated for you, keep it more simple. And of course, in that same amount of time, you could do an island strum, but it'd be a pretty fast island strum. So that's why it may be easier, even if you like island strum, to try the down, 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 or pluck down, pluck down. Let's skip the scratch strumming. It's just a little confusing. We'll go straight from when we get to this end to we'll bypass the scratch strumming and we'll just go to the Don't Pass Me By. I'll count out the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but we'll just go to the final stanza. All right, let's give this one a try. And we can do 2 measures of C for our intro here. So we'll do the pluck down twice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. 3, 4. I listen for your footsteps coming up the drive. You can do this one faster, but I'm not going to. Listen for your footsteps, but they don't arrive. Waiting for you to knock, dear, on my old front door. I don't hear it. Doesn't mean you don't love me anymore. I hear the clock a-ticking on the mantel shelf. See the hands moving, but I'm by myself. I wonder where you are tonight and why I'm by myself. I don't see you. Doesn't mean you don't love me anymore. Don't pass me by. Don't make me cry. Don't make me blue. 'Cause you know, darling, I love only you. You'll never know it hurt me so. How I hate to see you go. Don't pass me by. One more G. Here's the last. Don't make me cry. C. 2, 1, 2. Sorry that I doubted you. I was so unfair. You were in a car crash and you lost your hair. You said that you would be late about an hour or 2. I rocking this one. G and C. Then you get a little C, F, C. Tag on the end. All right. That's great. We made it through all the requests in the chat, so thanks for those. I think that's a good place to stop. Let me say farewell to folks over on YouTube first. Thanks for being here. I hope you'll come back again, and the June dates will be up for public for everybody to access on my Patreon very soon. So see you again. And thanks, Zoom. Thanks for filling in all the requests there. We didn't get any from YouTube this